Hello friends and welcome to my channel. So today we are gonna make an app by Thunkable. So now first I'll show you how this app we are making works. So now I hope you can see this page which is loading right now. Yeah, it is loaded. So I hope you can see this page. So now this is a text input and this is a button. Over here where this is blank, I've given a list view element, but that's an invisible spike. I think you're not able to see it, that's why. So now, for example, if I enter something in my to-do list app, for example, if I enter code and click on add, and now when I click on code, this alert comes on my screen. Are you sure this item will be permanently deleted from the list? And now, if you have normally used Thunkable alert option, you may know that there is no delete or how did you give this delete option. So if you don't know how to do that, make sure to see this video. Now, if I click on delete, this to-do list apps, that specific item is no more there. So now, for example, if I again add code here, click on code, and now if I click on cancel, it won't vanish like it did before. So this is the app today we are making. Now, I also wanted to talk about this with all of you, that if you're downloading this app on any of your iPads or iPhones, then whatever you have first entered in your to-do list app will be still there until you try to open it on another device. So yeah, now let's continue. So over here, as you can see, to go to Thunkable, if I just search thunkable.com, then it will take some time to get directed to another pages. So what I'll do is type x.thunkable.com. Now our screen is getting loaded, so make sure you are signed in. So I am already signed in. Over here you can see a create new app option. Click on it, but instead of just creating it after selecting a category is optional, but after entering a project name, instead of clicking on create, first make sure you have checked try it out in the checkbox option list. Now enter a project name whatever I want, so I'm giving it as to-do list app, and I'll now click on create and processing. Now it's processing and it's getting loaded to the page. And now first let's design it. So as I said you, there is a text input. So I'll search text input component and drag it over here. Now if you have normally used the normal Thunkable, then you may know that we have to wait till set it at the specific position, but this Thunkable is a little different. Where here you can set it by your free mind. So yeah, now we have dragged the text input. So what I'll do is I will give it a border width of 1, and now no border radius, because then it turns into a different shape. So yeah, I don't like that shape, but it's according to you if you want it or not. But you may have to check, do you like it or not. So yeah, I will just search for a button then here, and over here, like before thun before this version of Thunkable, we needed to use rows. There are no rows, columns in this version of Thunkable. So that's why it's free positioned. So that it I'll add, and now in the background color I'll take a light shade of this blue only. Yeah, maybe this. So I also have to change the text color to black or dark shades. I'll change it to black and position it right here. Right now I'll just drag a list viewer element, and the rest of the screen it will be that element, that component or element, whatever you wish to say. So yeah, I'll just rename this list viewer to list. Now let's go to the block section. So I'll click on blocks, and so now I'll make sure that if you want to see the already done coding, you can see it by stopping this video right now. But it will be better if you see how I code this app now. So let's continue with the app. So first we need two variables. So please go to variables section of the blocks code or whatever you want to say. So I'll just drag two initialize options, and I'll set the names as list and list items. Now over here in over here at this place, what I'll do is in the variable list items, I'll drag a empty text um, string, and in the app variable list, I'll go to the list session and drag a empty list log. Now these two variables have been assigned. So now when button one clicked or when this add button clicked, so I'll go to that ID of the button. I'll drag when button one clicked. Wait a minute. Yeah, when button one clicked, then first drag. First, what I'll do is go to function and drag to do something. Name it as update. Now over here in this update, we have to go to this list viewer. So I named it as list, so I'll go to list and set this item text items to this variable called as list items. So I'll go to variables and drag app variable list items. Now and when clicked, I'll go to functions and select update. But what I'll do is before that code, I'll drag uh, if or if to else. If you're dragging a if code, make sure to click on the settings and then add a else to this if block, and then click again to on the settings button to close the menu. Now, when you're done with it, mm, go to logic and take the equality operator block from there, attach it in the if coding, and attach this. Go to text and attach if string is empty. But instead of string over here, what I'll do is go to text input 1 and let if text input 1's text is just a minute. Yeah, if text input 1's text is empty equals to true. So I'll go to logic again and grab the true option, true code block. Then do set text input 1 text input 1 text to now. Over here where you can see a light pink block, instead of that go to text and drag empty string block and attach it to this block. Set text input 1's text to cannot enter blank list to cannot enter blank list. Now press enter or click anywhere on the screen, and now else set list here once show arrow to false. Set list here is show arrow to false. So now to get it false, instead of this true option, select false. Now in list app variable list, so I'll go to list and I will I'll select list instead. I'll select variables and app variable list. Insert that first ABC, and instead of this ABC, I'll select text input once text. So go to text input 1 and let text input once text. Do it. Now set text input once text to nothing, because now when we have added a specific thing to our to-do list and we have already added it, right? So what we'll do is set the text input once text to nothing, as the user now has to type a new thing to add on the list. So just drag that input text input once text to, and you can also leave it like this, but I recommend you to go to text and drag this M2 string lock to attach it. Great. Now, if you remember the update code which we added, drag it to the last part of this if coding and then attach it to button on click, like what I have done here. Now, let's do the alert coding. So, what I'll do is now scroll down, and over here in app features I can see there is an option called alerts. I'll click on it and I have to wait a few seconds, and then a pop-up comes on my screen. So I'll set title as "Are you sure?" and the message will be, "This item will be permanently deleted from your list." From your list. Great. And now, as I said you that instead of this confirm button, now we'll have a delete button. So instead of this confirm in the text, select type out delete, and it is dangerous because we want it to be red. So I'll select dangerous to true, and the cancel button will be cancel. Right. And as I was saying you for the dangerous, it will look like this over here. But don't click on it right now because that's not our alert button. So yes, on submit this time. You can also select submit for the cancel button. Actually, no, let it be cancel. Okay. Now click on submit and the alert is made. So when list, so I'll go to this list here one, and so for example, if any item on the list is clicked, we want this alert to show. So I'll drag when list item click, then I'll drag this app features. From app features, I'll drag our alert once code block to call alert once show. And if call alert once show with output was confirmed, then go to control, drag F2 and select was confirmed block from there, and then select in list viewer 1 and list viewer, yeah, just a minute, yeah, in list viewer 1 set I mean scroll down. In lists I'll select in list I'll select in list remove hashtag 1. I'll drag that in this if coding, and instead of 1 over here I'll just drag item from here. So here now in list, so in I'll drag from variables, I'll drag a variable list items or list, let me check, yeah, a variable list. I'll drag that over here, and this is finished. Now I'll go to design, and then I'll select settings over here, and then you can select any description you want from here. I'll upload icon of this one. Open. I'll one open, and that's my icon. So yeah, I hope you like this video. Please don't forget to click on subscribe and like, and don't forget to comment.